Lamo Ladakh se gyalsa le karyoga naste yotkane Ladakh se sikzo zangpoji kabo nasabo thonga chignang yampo Ladakh la lepkan sokshik ngon thupche se spaljane khampaji munshi nang gyangu niske ngon me khampe nanga yotkan lamo I lame chaglas po kurang Ladakh se lam lukshol shezrik tang ngon me ster chukpogun mimang skun la ngon chukche ser gan namskanjik lamo
In the beginning of the 21st century, Leh town was changing a lot. There were lots of new buildings coming up. There were lots of old buildings being pulled down. There were a lot of old heritage structures that were, not considered very important anymore. And I think in the light of all that was happening in Leh in sort of 2000, 2001, 2002. I felt very sort of distressed by it, upset by it, and wish that things would change. And one Ladakhi gentleman told me, well, if you really care so much, why don't you do something yourself? So in 2003, Dr. Munshi was introduced to Lamo by John Harrison, who was a conservation architect working here. He was working on Lunpo House, which is just above Munshi House. And Dr. Munshi was very keen on getting his house restored and conserved because it was a very important house in sort of the whole Ladakh's history and in the whole sort of cultural fabric that was the old town of Leh. So after meeting Dr. Munshi a couple of times, then Lamo decided to take on this house and restore it. We worked with John Harrison. It took us probably about a whole year to work out a lease deed at that time with Dr. Munshi, because I don't think there were many lease deeds at that time written up in Ladakh. And in 2005, we finally actually decided, we actually started work on the house. John Harrison is from Wales, and he was the conservation architect who worked on this building, and he had a team over here that consisted of Ladakhi skilled artisans, as well as labor, mainly from the Doda, and also Ladakh's first conservation architect, Delden Angmo. She also worked on this building, and other people who also documented the structure for us. Most of the funds for doing the restoration work came from private sources. It was very difficult at the time to get funding from outside or even from within the community, because I think in the early 2000s people didn't also not think much of giving support to mud architecture or to mud buildings. And in Ladakh till that time, a lot of conservation work had been done on palaces, monasteries, but very little work had been done with sort of vernacular homes. There wasn't much attention on that. And our whole idea was to also sort of say, what can you do with an old house? I mean, okay, maybe it's difficult to live in Old Town. You don't have regular electricity. You don't have a constant water supply. But there are other ways that you can also use an old house. And I think that was the whole thing that we wanted to also show. What is the sort of, how you can readapt an old house for contemporary use.
Munshi house ya Munshi kampa jigsaw churchesi sangme sampantok chenmo zena teo no reale chezena I kamba Munshi kampa wo part sumi na ayat kya changme part chik po zena changme sang khuli na ayat kamdo changme sang ningpa no reale tene tewo ka Ladakh la le gyalsa gyuri sangan la le agyapo mane mashkyo de ngan la no teole testing le te sang khetok pe ka tene gyaltuz la sixkani part po te no reale tene changme sang khetok po ka nga tang daksa juxto tika oi part kun tene british tuzla sixkano so pa ibena khampajing man pa le khorang goma kazu dirin sukpa tsukste be history yote no reale Teso sangmesang yokpo tene goma gyaposhko de sanganla le mane chunjik mane met kerele ina ngai kampe sangmesang yokpe nang ne japa kyang jing chen te bo lebe bondrin kerele tena japa kyang ba yokpe ka chana chambel dan la yang chen le testing te daksa shik stok te mane kha ka te japa kyang bo yang yot kerele to takspa bumde tuzla i japa kyang bo shik te tene le che chikchen mo gyurkan bo shes duk chezana takspa bumde tuzla chamba sum ko shang kerele chamba sumbo tene yogi chamba shanga chamba be kachap te japa kyang bo chagala shiksa dia chongpa te zane te kanyama tene enshan lebo te chikchen mo songte testing ya po ka jux pa sangnar se mo jans tene le khar jans te sangba jang champo tene yang ladak se ja sangba ne mi mangpo yons te ka settle songte tene le wachen mo song kerela tene kyang bang pura ji kerela songpa i mushi kampe songme sang khulbo ngal lai ka ga dini sang ta lo dunga ga bi ngan chokse no chezana te zu gaposhko de sangal la yala songpa tene ibo jiksopo mangcha ngata daksa manisha nang tene John Harrison botizuk conservation architect pod the team si kampa jiksop chokani maste expert chigat penele kemise gampo lasa nang skardogun la ngata pod team si kampa nang shingsak nang tesang ma conservation nang jiksop chokani ngala sompa khorang last po galek chachas mane khwa yang chang dotpa jigmet pin sompa ibe jiksop pang maste cham tup nyan nganma nang choksong khorika song to diale kemane dware re pakbur re jagma chunga gornang tenna jage ka kwate patience product pinle sompa yo conservation bang jiksop pang cham tup nyan nganma nang choksong to diale tene ibo yong cha chan ngati thu ni pia 21st century nang nganme le kazu sha goma le ina ngata stana le goma kazu suskan ne pura logus po yoten rela to ngati student sang ma ngati mi sang ma ngati academician sang ma ngati research su sang me piang chinchat ibo ngata status pia document churches pia lushen rela
Juleng nemia chring chusumile teninga Ladakh Arts and Media Organization library ninde teninga library ngai khare yogne teninga ina munshi khampa yule tena ngai office bo yule teninga library na is ma chabuk tene arts media related like arts and media related photography tene contemporary arts tene religions tene ngati yang Ladakh se history ka book mang tele tene na section alag just reference section magazine section tene gender section tene ika children section yo tele tene ngeja sujik ika silas ika book section ya silas nina tene ngeja nam skonon dikte nole tene Monday to Saturday kali students matsukpa tene jaktang festival chino yale
Taksanga lama last chune punyale tene lama last I regidentina last chunji tene ina last ma project bin tene ne teo samai ko kai ka exhibition jikchen samyale jungyale tene ye exhibition ba daksa jak nisum ingala tene inaugurate songte nyale tene I exhibition ba tarum ina da chikpek lusajot tene Mimang skuna join ki nija bunika skote I last gun 6000 tene I kane last gulne skola ngit sebek dor se nge juniale tene goma ikane I thuli trebo ketang niche so sin jarang po na Ladakh sang pilla chane tene Tejani truly trick experiment just punyalo. Then you truly trick chalna coloric pass and botas when testing ne jasik photo gas punyale. Then you want photo in a ketana rina toxic reuse toxic hotel tong pele. Then you want tong pasang te review ketana chile ote photograph in a review tong pasang ote inspiration dik sorry ma ओते तने ते का ओते कने मतलब ओते मूवमेंट पे कने चार चंकिंग ई ठुली टेका लास्ट एक्सपेरिमेंट चेंज समथे जस्ट मिनाले तने ओते चेंज न तने इदा ची का मतलब एक्सपेरिमेंट जस्ट तेने
I lamo ngala ngata 2009 na I start to skap te sangala I lami building of proper ngata jixte met kya te tiun dangai da documentation choste tiun da sangai ina editing choste tene da ngala ka zuk shidupin da sa ka zuk shiduk te samanga ina editing choste miul na stanat tene ang suje ngata yang sta chese dot pa yod na ngajai ka skul na diksa nok stala
Lamo Center School ang chapik junale tene ikane ngata e khong ngata le kharyo ga yote no khampa ni jote no ju tene ikane ngata yos pone gami khampa tene khampa che bo khete na ngata le munshi khampa ne tene te bo khete na ngata ni stong tuk ku ngagu ne na tene jiksop fulte tene lo sum jik ngata gor kyak tente sting ne tene te bena ngata Tengsang e dangdri tu sita zotang sarpel zena chi junang ngata e chokse digrim lasta ngata mangpojgi na tuzgun dulin juk sano ina tenas kya ngata yunu mangpojgi ka khaglena no tene te lasta gunina chhe pasang tene iwe kane ta nge juches tunta kole tene ngata ngamme standing kharing ngaba ngata khapa ing pa ladak gang pena man ma mangpo yulu lula yoten waju Tatebo jigdal chama chuga ngata jigso fulte bora za chespu ma khachanduga chesute varsivar sistang ma gyala jingdole tene tebe kol thap se yang ngata thaps ma ta project ngata ika daksang ngata changme mi dun la jigses la yotero te tengsa ngata e lasta desu sulchese pia net khamet ngata yang somajik ma stik marsiga tene ichose yang ngata campaigning pa gun la jigso fulte tene ichose activities malo project join just scarps mat of
The restoration work was at one level quite sort of not simple, but it was manageable. But at other levels, it was also difficult because Ladakhi houses are sort of built over the years. It's not like this whole building was constructed 400 years ago. It was done in stages. So in some places the foundation was weak. In other places the foundation had to be reinforced and rebuilt. We had to go all the way to the bottom and start building again. And in 2000, I think about 3 or 4 years later, one day there was a really bad storm in Leh, and the big Rapsal room totally collapsed. So we had to start again. So these were some of the sort of challenges we encountered as we were restoring the building. I think since the restoration work has been done, in 2018 we received an award of distinction from UNESCO, both for the restoration work that we've done for this building and also for the use of this building. The fact that we have made this building a place where people from Ladakh can come to, they can use the place for sort of creative and artistic expression. We have workshops, we have exhibitions. We work with a lot of the young contemporary artists from the region, whether it's in visual arts, photography, painting, sculpture, music, literature. So it's very much a place that is also used for sort of the ongoing promotion of Ladakhi art and culture.
She got